This is Viewpoint. I'm in the process of transformation. Well, we all in the process of transformation. As you know, we all know that every cell in our body is constantly changing. You're not the same person physically you were even 5 years ago. And you know, definitely 10 years ago. If you've seen me on the TV for, I don't know, it's going maybe to our 18th year this year, right? We've been on since 91. You do the math. And so I'm not the same person I was, even a year ago, even 10 years ago. We just physically constantly in a process of transformation. But mentally and or spiritually, intellectually, some of us may be regressing. So you have to move. Either you're going forward, or you're going backwards. You understand that? So I'm in the process of transformation. You may have noticed I'm transferring to show that one thing we're doing is that, when we do the more political stuff, the show is called Marc Sims. We do the political stuff, the show will continue to be Viewpoint. We do the light stuff, the motivational stuff, it'll be Marc Sims Chicago. I've been doing it, you've been seeing me roll this transformation process over a year or so, okay? But, it's tough because, I was born in the 1960s, raised in the 1970s, which, so I got a whiff of the civil rights era, the black power era, born and raised in segregated Chicago. So here we is. So it's tough. I mean, it's tough for me to try to give up some of that I want to be an activist. I want to save the world. I want to bring the system down. It's really tough for me to really let some of it, basically all of it, go. Barack Obama becoming president, it really changed everything. I'm trying to find guys, I'm a scatterbrain. I left my phone, which is my clock. Let me go over here. I got a clock on this little. Ooh, there you go. I'm in focus now. There's a clock on this thing here. Maybe I'll just watch this clock. And so what I'm saying is Barack Obama, when he became president, it changed everything. So Barack Obama is president, and the new leadership, especially as far as African Americans are, those educated people like Barack Obama. I understand that. And then another thing I read that really changed the way I'm trying to think now. I've on the internet you can look up the science of getting rich. The science of getting rich is on the internet. Type in and you read all about it. You may see some videos about it on the computer. Okay, the science of getting rich. And man, that book is like 100 years old. Literally, it's a 100-year-old book. Metaphysical, new thought, whatever you want to call it. And, I know all this stuff, but at this stage, being the big 4'6", in 2009, I really got to let stuff I should have let go 10 years ago. I have to let go now. And it's really, you may have the same issue. It's tough. I like to hate. I love to criticize. I love hating on people. I love criticizing. I like talking about people like a dog. And so, that's all to bolster my own self-image, my own self-esteem. I understand that, and you have to let that go. But letting the old you go, you have to develop a new you. And you have this old identity that you've had for the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And most of us, and you may be one of them, are not going to change your identity and change who you are and leave some of that old stuff behind. Some people are not going to do it, but if you want to move ahead, you really have to, especially this so-called recession, with a lot of people getting hurt. And then some people spook because the year 2012, whatever that means, 2012 is coming, woo, But the world's constantly transforming. This is nothing new per se. As far as a recession, I said this before, the experts always tell you, you're supposed to have 6 to 12 months of living expenses saved up in the bank, cash. Oh yeah, I don't have that. I may have a couple of months maybe. That's about it. But we're supposed to have 6 to 12 months of living expenses. So if there is a recession or depression, you can ride it out. You're not supposed to have a lot of debt. Like my house. I'm in the bedroom of my house. I paid. It's just a green wall over here, the bedroom of my house, and so the house is paid for, but I could have paid the house off 10 years ago. I paid the house off in 20 years, but if I had a little bit more wisdom, or did my homework, which I didn't like doing in school, did my homework, I probably would have paid the house off in 10 years, which would have saved me at least $50,000 or something ridiculous, maybe $35,000 to $50,000 in interest payments. It's mind-boggling. You see your amortization rates or whatnot. You see how much your house is really going to cost when you finish paying it. It's mind-boggling. Can't try not to go back. It can't be talked about. It's, you know, you're not supposed to talk about your past problems and your past failures, and it's tough for me. I have to go forward. I'm working this out. And what I really want to do is start to put some of the political people behind, on the back burner. Some of the doomsayers that I had on the show, put them on the back burner. They're great people. I love them. Trying to put all those doomsayers and the negative people and the end of the world people on the back burner. That could happen, but I want to put them on the back burner and try to focus and try to bring some psychiatrists on and some psychologists on if I can. Most of those psychologists and psychiatrists I've met are supremely arrogant. That's why I don't have them on the show. I mean, these folks are really arrogant because they got doctor degrees, okay? And I'm doing a little public access show with a little bitty camera about that big and whatnot, and a little green screen and a little YouTube and whatnot, and that's not good enough for them. They want to be on, you know, on CNN. So you know how some of the highfalutin people feel. Trying to, you see, I have trouble getting rid of hate. We're working it out. Let me end this segment. I'm trying to do shorter segments. Let me end this segment by saying we're all in the process of transformation. You really have to move forward. You either move forward or moving backwards. I'm working it out. Hopefully you're working out too. And if you keep watching, maybe we'll work it out together. More viewpoint is coming. Just a quick break. I'll be right back.